Hey, YouTube world, and guess what? By now you should already know I can be found all over the web, guys, and in different places. I might be doing the same thing, but I might be doing a different thing. So if you're interested in finding out, look me up, because I'm out there and I'm definitely not hiding. And today, here, I want to talk about ignorance and greed, because here's what I don't get. With the scare and so-called panic of the beer virus out there, I'm just as curious as hell why people are hoarding toilet paper and milk and bread. And I mean, why are you hoarding these things? And secondly, do you plan on sharing? Because we all know that people in a panic situation, which I don't get, I never understood, because when we fall apart or pull away from each other is when we do the most damage to our world, to each other, and to our society as a whole. And I look at animals, and you know, the pack mentality and the herd mentality that that dog-like animals have, and cat-like animals, like, you know, lions and tigers and wolves and hyenas and such, even with elephants, and fish sometimes, and birds as well, have this pack mentality of, let's get together, let's help each other, let's, you know, do this and protect each other and protect our own. And they come together rather than pulling apart. And I never understood why, you know, as human beings, we feel the need to pull apart. And that just has always, for whatever reason, just always fascinated me, how, you know, in the wintertime, animals have enough sense to hide food and hoard food, and the only time we have enough sense to do that is when we know or think that a crisis is coming. We don't have enough sense to plan. And I've done videos on this as well, as far as planning and prepping and being ready for. And this beer virus, I swear, is just a perfect example of why we should be prepared. And I'm not saying to run out, freak out, go get, you know, a ton of shit that you don't need. You should already have basic things in your house. I mean, because people are making a big deal now out of washing your hands, but weren't you already doing that? And if you weren't, no wonder the beer virus, the Hung Chu flu, is on the rise. I mean, if you weren't washing your hands already, it's no wonder the Budweiser virus is on the rise. I mean, let's just say, you know, and now all of a sudden it's a thing. But okay, are we now going to start hoarding soap? I mean, people are hoarding toilet paper and Lysol and wipes, and I just want y'all to know, if you hop on over to Crafting with Six, no shit, I got soap for sale. Now, I'm not going to price gouge my prices, because that's insane, but I was selling soap before it was cool, people, just saying. And I've got more supplies coming in. I'm going to make some more, so, and even in the mix, I'm going to toss in, I'm going to do hand sanitizer soap, where I'm going to have sanitizer in the soap. So that might be something you want to consider buying. But anyway, I'm just, it amazes me how there are retards over on Amazon and different sell sites that are selling a can of Lysol for $100. And if you're stupid enough to buy that, then I'll sell you one for 65. I mean, come, guys, what are we doing? Instead of coming together and helping each other, instead of coming together and, okay, let's wipe out the supermarket full of milk so we can give it out to the people in our neighborhood that might not have money to go hoard milk. No, we're going to hoard it in our fucking house until the shit just goes bad. And then what are we going to do? Dump it out? I mean, at least hopefully if you're buying the bread and the milk, you have enough sense to put it in the freezer so it will last, through the crisis and beyond. Because I could be wrong, and I'm sure I'll get some hateful comment below, and that's okay too. Go on and state your hate, because we're entitled to our opinions. We all are. But I don't think this vodka virus is as bad as they claim, and I think it's all leading up to hyping up some new vaccine that they're gonna mandate we all take. And I'm just gonna let you know that I'm not getting the Hung Chu virus flu shot, because at my age, if I'm gonna get it and die, then I'm gonna die, and I know where I'm going, so I don't care. So good luck with that, guys. But really and truly, guys, come on, let's stop being greedy. Let's stop being selfish. And look, I've been preaching all along to donate and give and help where you can. And like I said, my local laundromat, I take bags full of clothes over there when I clean out my closets. The boys and I have 2 teenage boys living at home. And my husband, he works 2 jobs, so I normally go through his stuff. But the boys and I will clean out our closets twice a year, when the summer's going out and when the winter's going out. So about every 5 to 6 months, we're cleaning out our closets. And we donate those clothes, and we donate those coats, and then there have been times, and there will be times again in the near future, that I will go and I will buy socks, and I will buy underwears and bras and men's underwear as well, and just drop them at the church or drop them at a homeless shelter, because socks, underwears, bras for women, and then socks and underwears for men as well, are always welcomed items. And I'm not saying used, guys. Nobody wants to wear your used underclothes, so don't go there. But now, as far as socks, I get my socks from the thrift store sometimes, so I don't know how the people feel about that. You bring them home, you wash them, you bleach them, a little Arm & Hammer and vinegar, and they are sanitized. However, I even though I'm sure you could do this with underwear, I can't bring myself to, and that's just me, I can't bring myself to wear underwear that's been on someone else's butt. I don't know how many times you might have farted in them, whether they're sanitized or not. Just the idea of someone else farting in those, I just no, not gonna do it. And so I don't expect someone less fortunate to do it either. So I will go, once in a while, when I have the extra money, I will make a trip to Walmart and do this and donate this to the church nearby. And there's been times in the past when I was able that I would adopt a family for Christmas or whatever. Because, and even throughout the year, sometimes you have to donate, because people have needs more times out of the year than just the holidays. And it's always been fascinating to me how everybody wants to give during Christmas, and the rest of the year, I hope you don't starve to death waiting for the holidays to roll around, so people can feel the need to be generous and hand out food and clothing and whatever it is you may need. And yes, I will gladly live up to what I preach here on a daily basis, because if anyone, and I do mean anyone, I don't care well, I do care how old you are, because if a child knocks on my door asking for food, the only reason I would have an issue giving a child food would be without an adult. Now, if you came with an adult, I couldn't give a shit less. I will feed you all day long. But if a child showed up to my door without an adult, I would have issues giving that child food, because God forbid I give you something you're allergic to and you have an adverse reaction to that. And I definitely don't want that to happen. But if anyone showed up to my door, I don't care what color you are, what size you are, whatever, what race, what gender, who you identified with, who you don't. If you knock on my door and say, I'm hungry, I ain't letting you in my house. Now, I just don't I don't open my doors and let strangers in my house. But if you're willing to wait on the porch for a minute, I'll bring you a plate of food. I will bring you a plate of food, and I will think nothing of it. Now, if you show up to my house every day and I start to think that you're using me and conning me and whatever, then I'm liable to shut my door in your face. But seriously, I keep food on stock at all times, because I welcome. If you're hungry, seriously, don't come bullshitting my door. Don't come to my door to bullshit. But if you show up to my door and you're hungry, I'm going to do everything in my power to feed you. And that's just who I am. That is how I am. And somewhere around town, if you're in my town in Missouri, look it up. There are food pantries rather, that are outside. They're just little wooden boxes, and you can pass by and grab a can of food or two or whatever. Don't wipe out the whole thing. Don't be ignorant. But if you need something, you can take it, and if you don't, you can put it. So if you want to put something in, go for it. If you want to take something out, but let's not be greedy. And in this time of need, guys, with the tequila virus on the rise, I just think we should not be so greedy and not be so selfish. And by all means, share the toilet paper. Share the toilet paper, people. Squeeze the Charmin and pass it along. All right, guys, I'm going to get up from here because, I'm just not, I don't know. I just, I'm amazed at why people are taking the Hung Chu virus and running with the toilet paper like that's going to do something for them. But hey, I mean, do you get like the flying shits when you get like, I don't know, when you get the night train virus, do you are you hopping on like the Diarrhea Express or something? Because what is the deal with the toilet paper? Anyways, for real, I'm getting up from here. Look me up all over the web, guys, because I've got some really exciting things going on. And over on Instagram, I have a few things going on over there. So look me up over there and spread the love and the toilet paper.